Peace, good morning, and welcome to Dictation. Man, so not all women are like that. Not all men are like that. There's always an exception to the rule. You might know 1,000 people that do a thing a certain way, but then there's probably like a few people out of that 1,000 or outside of that 1,000 that do that same thing differently. With that being said, I will be giving no more disclaimers in this talk, in this dictation, and I'm just gonna say that I strongly dislike fat motherfuckers, fat people. I don't like them. I don't like them. They're lazy. Oh, I know fat people that ain't lazy. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said all that shit in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? They lazy. They put shit off to the last second. They always in the way. They always move too fucking slow. They funky. And they expect you to do like them. Be mediocre. Some people might say, well, hey, you don't know what it's like to be fat. But I beg to differ. Because see, after my divorce, I was sad. My heart was broke. My feelings was hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I was living by myself, man, and food was comforting. For real, for real. And I gained a lot of weight. And I didn't like myself either. Not because I was a horrible person, but I started to take on those characteristics that I described before. I was lazy. I was sloppy. I was slow. I was always in the way, inconsiderate. Wasn't thinking about others. And I wonder how much that has to do with the fact that their body is big and slow and bulky and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's just psychological. Because if you got a dude who's 300 pounds, but he's an offensive lineman on an NFL team, well, he's not slow. He's not lazy. You know what I'm saying? But then again, his 300 pounds consists of more muscle than fat. We're talking about people that aren't athletes. People that don't run 40s and try to beat out other 300-pound men for a job. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about your average, everyday, but yeah, not talking about cats that compete with other dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about regular, everyday, average Joe, trained bus riding dudes. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, I was fat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just speaking outside of being able to walk in somebody's moccasins or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I actually experienced this life for several years until I decided to change my life. So let me see, when was this? This was I spent 4 years as a fat man. You know what I'm saying? I was over 200 pounds. Now, granted, that's not anything to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like 200 pounds. I just got through speaking about 300-pound linemen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about when I was fat at 200 pounds. That's a whole 100 pounds. Most women, most fat women easily exceed 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But it was difficult for me to get there. It took a little time. You know what I'm saying? It took a situation. Some depression. Like, I used to hear about women get depressed. Didn't know that men could be depressed. Because I was always happy. You know what I'm saying? Until I got divorced. And then I was depressed. And then I realized that men can get depressed. Now, I wasn't suicidal or nothing like that, you know, so that wasn't the issue. But I was just really, really sad because I met a woman and I had planned a life. And like I talked before in my stealthing video, you know, I had decided, good morning, I decided that if, you know, if I wanted to have children, that I wanted to be a husband. You know, so I met a woman and I thought she was cool, you know, and I planned a life with her, you know, and I gave up things. I stopped doing things that I loved to be with this woman. And then this woman stopped being with me. Why? Because she told me I had no passion. Well, damn. You made me give up the things that I was passionate about. So, MGTOW brethren, never give up what you love for a woman, because guess what she's gonna do? Damn, you not that dude I fell in love with. Well, because you met me when I was doing that thing that I loved. You met me when I had pride in my accomplishments, and then you talked me out of my accomplishments. That's the power of the pussy. So anyway, I had gotten so bad, man. And well, not really so bad, but this is the point where I realized that I needed to change. When I was getting ready to go to work and I was lacing up my boots and I had to spread my legs to bend over to tie my shoes because my belly wasn't allowing me to bend down low enough to reach them. My belly was hitting my legs and I couldn't reach my shoes, so I had to spread my legs to make room for my belly so my hands can reach my shoes. That's some new shit, homie. That's a new experience for me. That never happened to me before in my life. You know, like I never even knew that was a fat problem. Like I thought that was a pregnant woman problem, you know. Because like I said, I was married, you know what I'm saying? I had 3 children by this woman. So, you know, when she was pregnant, certain things she couldn't do because of her belly. I dig it, but I didn't know that it would affect me in such a way, being fat. And like I said, I was only over 200 pounds. I wasn't 300 pounds. But then again, I'm not over 6 feet either. So 200 pounds on me looks like a lot. For some people who like teddy bears, I wasn't really big enough to be a teddy bear, but I wasn't able to do the things that I like to do. I wasn't able to be myself anymore. So I knew I had to make a change. But anyway, I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they like themselves, because when I was in that group, I didn't like myself either. You know what I'm saying? And I think that has a lot to do with it, but I don't think they know what to do. And the reason why I was able to transition was because I was an athlete. All I did was all the exercises that I did when I was in high school to get in shape for football and track. That's all I did. You know, that's it. I didn't do anything extra. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I already ate well. You know what I'm saying? Look at you, we're all slow. I already ate well. You know what I'm saying? And I cook my own food. You know, I only eat out or you know, do that when I got a chick or a whole lot of Skrilla. But yeah, man, you know, if you fat and you offended by anything that I said, why? Is anything I said a lie, or does it just hurt your feelings? Because if it hurts your feelings, well, fuck your feelings. But if it's a lie, well, then prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? When you walk up the stairs at the train station, don't walk in the middle. You know, when you're in front of people who are trying to make it to work, don't walk slow. You know, be considerate. You know, and smell your clothes before you put them on. Make sure you take a shower and put on some powder in your creases, and you know what I'm saying, your little skin pockets, and some deodorant and shit. You know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong. Don't be that funky fat man, that funky fat bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, am I fat phobic? Yeah. I'm phobic of fat. I'm phobic of being fat. You know what I'm saying? The only thing fat motherfuckers is good for is keeping you warm in the wintertime. I know some cold ass shit, but my name is PD Ice, and I'm the dictator. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that, you know, with black people and Americans in general, obesity is one of the leading causes of death. You know what I'm saying? America is one of the fattest countries on the planet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you seen what I see when I go to work, it would be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even understand. You know? But I don't know. I don't want this thing to stop and cut me off in the middle, but you know, this is just a little rant. You know what I mean? I'll probably do another one later on and let y'all know, get some love. But that's why I always say shit like, let's do some crunches. Let's do some push-ups. Let's move more than we eat. Or let's burn more calories than we intake. You know, let's do some push-ups, crunches, dips. You know, let's try to have a better day than we had yesterday. You know, if you set your alarm for 6:30, don't hit snooze. Especially if you don't live alone and somebody else might need to use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Let's be considerate, not inconsiderate. And you know, if we have a better day today than we had yesterday, we'll have a greater tomorrow. You know, and if anybody doesn't like what I have to say, you know what you can do. You can open your mouth and let me know how this dictates.